Good morning from Portugal. I hope you are well. So this is the I Ching reading of the 14th of April 2026 and my name is Hannah. So we're starting by bringing ourselves into the present moment so we can tap into the energies around us. So root down in the surface below where you're standing up or sitting down or maybe even lying down. Feel like you've got tree roots growing out of the soles of your feet, burying yourself into the Mother Earth below. And you're breathing in and out through the nose. With each breath in, you're rising towards the sky, spine rising. With each breath out, you are relaxing downwards, but your spine never collapses. And with each breath in, you can feel the stomach expand. And with each breath out, it contracts. So while you stay with your breath, I will draw the hexagrams. So how are the energies around us and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windward, mountain, lake. So we have water again within. Like yesterday. It's this underlying fear. We're feeling it when we're on the cusp of something new. I think it just keeps on remaining. So the energies without: heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windward, mountain, lake. So we have thunder without. Jen? So the hidden is yang yin yang, yin yang yin. It's not yet fulfilled. Again, speaking about this cusp, so let's have a look at where we are exactly in the process of this hexagram. So that's the initial 6, second 9, third 6, fourth 9, fourth 9. Plus 9, which gives us kun, earth above, which is a nourishing, responding, and then kan, water. Excuse me. Chen, kan, let's see. Chen, kan, 40. Kun, kan, 7. And this one is kan, li, which is 63, already fulfilled. So that's the underlying energy we've had now for 3 days. that's 40. Relief. And that's a wood energy. 7. Multitude. Earth. And water. So if you look at the hexagram here, so we've got thunder above water. And that thunder, it's like a thundercloud is gathering like in the sky, it's blowing in, right? It's gathering all around us, and it contains lots of water, but it has not yet started falling. And when a thunderstorm comes through and the rain keeps falling and it's thundering and there's lightning and all this kind of thing, it can be very scary at the time as that's happening, but afterwards it gives relief, right? It sort of clears things out. It takes away the pressure from the air. All the plants are getting, received a lot of water and are being refreshed and all this. So although a thunderstorm can be scary, it actually brings relief, and that's where we are right now. So things are feeling like thunder is about shaking, is talking about shock, right? It's about action as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a really difficult shock, but it's like an eye-opener, and it's about taking action. It's about moving forward. But the underlying here of the water is more flowy, is finding the best direction. Like although we're moving forward, but we are not barging through everything. It's like water will find its way around rocks and debris, right? And then eventually it will wear it out. And the water energy is associated with fear, and on one side, and courage on the other side. So I've been speaking about this. True courage comes from feeling the fear, but yet do it. Okay, but you see somebody who's in the danger, and it might you might put yourself in danger by rescuing them, but you still do it, right? That's courage. Fearlessness is not necessarily courage. It could just be ignorance and being naive, right? So at the moment we are feeling the thunderstorm coming in, and it's this fear, but it's because we are on this cusp here. So already fulfilled, we've definitely completed a cycle here. It's like it keeps on coming up all the time. The past is in the past. Now we are here, and we are now cultivating our virtues and preparing ourselves to moving forward. And here comes the relief. And this is changing into kun, which is earth above, and kan, which is, again, it's the water. We keep this water energy within us. So we are being asked to pluck up courage and move forward. Okay, even despite that you are in a situation maybe that makes you feel very uncomfortable or maybe even fearful, right? But it's asking you to pluck up this courage and find a way forward. Follow the movement of the water. Find a way forward around whichever rocks and debris that you might find, okay? And if you need help by somebody, ask for help, okay? Kun is asking us to respond to whatever situation is coming our way. So after this relief, we are being asked to remain still in some sort of stillness, and actually continue moving forward, respond. Like the water, like we are not taking charge here. We're not taking charge, we're not barging through. We are responding to the events, and that's the way it's going to be the most smooth way forward for us. Actually seeing, okay, what's going on? Okay, so I need to take this route. It might be the longer route, it might be a little bit more complex at that time, but it'd be the most smooth route forward for you. So you've been guided here, we've been guided here to listen to our intuition. What is it saying? And then watching what is unfolding. And then when we have more knowledge, we move forward according to that. Okay. So let's have a look at what the book has got to say about this. So it talks about very much about the end of the cycle and how this thunder can bring out, help cut ties with the past, and also cutting ties with toxic relationships and cutting ties with things that no longer serves, right? So this thunderstorm that's coming in, this thing that is making you feel uncomfortable right now, is allowing you to see more clearly and being able to cut ties with what's in the past, okay? And this changing line, the fourth line here, is also fourth line, removing your big toe, friends come, be sincere and truthful. And it's speaking about when this one changed into a yin line, it sort of corresponds better. And then it's asked about cutting away the big toe, is speaking about cutting away like toxic people, like people around you that only bring you hardship, really, or sadness. Make sure, and if you keep these people around, it's difficult to let good people in, people who means you well and can inspire you, right? So we're really being asked to cut ties with the past now. There is, like, we've been asked to do this for a long time, and it's saying it's time now to move forward. Just leave the old behind and move forward into this new. And it's speaking about nourishment here, like the earth will nourish us in our new adventure. So let's have a look at the 7 is multitude. And multitude is then, compounding on this message that we should gather good people around us, like people we can trust and people that we can create this new together with or alongside with, and people who inspire us, and people who want us well. But cut away people who do not want your best, right? Who are only in it for themselves and are draining you. But so we can gather this big group of people around us. So multitude, be steadfast and upright, for a person of noble spirit, good fortune, no fault. And this also speaks about for a person of a noble spirit. Make sure you are that good person. We need to make sure that we are this nourishing person who nourish other people. So make sure we are not the one that is toxic towards other people that may be creating a situation. And actually we could end up being toxic without actually wanting to be toxic, is because, I think one of the most dangerous attributes of a person really is ignorance. Is worse than somebody that is evil, because somebody is evil or bad or really want well, they can gather a big group of ignorant people who believes every word they say, and that becomes the strength of the person who means bad, right? When they can trick and manipulate people into doing his or her deed. So we need to make sure we don't become this person we want to become this person of a noble spirit. That's the person we want to be, but we don't want to be the person who's manipulated and end up, without knowing it, actually causing harm. So, but anyway, the reading is telling us it is a bit uncomfortable at the moment, but this is the time for relief. We're being asked to cut away what's old and what's toxic and no longer serves, so we can let in what's new and new friends, people who can inspire us and love us, and that we can love and inspire in exchange, and then nourish ourselves as we are moving forward. And also, one more thing, relief was speaking about is that if you see a clear way forward, you must act now. If you already know what you're going to do, now is the time to act. But if you don't know, if you still feel a bit unsure, well, then you remain where you are and don't make a movement. However, if you're clear, then move. Now is the time. Okay, so that's the reading for today, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day ahead.